Well, limitations to how much and when you can water your lawn was a topic of discussion tonight.
Councilwoman Lori Kinnear put forth the ordinance, and she says it's necessary to maintain the Spokane River. Emily Bloom is in studio to explain. Emily.
Yeah, City Council just wrapped up public comment. They are now discussing and set to vote any moment. As it stands, from June through October, you won't be able to water your lawn from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and only on alternating days. When the water in the Spokane River goes below 1,000 cubic feet per second, you'll only be able to water twice per week. And if the rules are broken, you would be fined. Mayor Nadine Woodward wrote a letter to the City Council earlier today calling it punitive. She would prefer to see an emphasis on potential incentives. Meanwhile, Councilmember Michael Cathcart did suggest a last-second replacement to the plan, focusing on those incentives instead of penalties, but just earlier today, the City Council shot it down. According to Kara Odegaard, head of sustainability, policy, and initiatives for the City of Spokane, who gave a presentation during the public commentary, we use 4 to 6 more times water during the summer, and she reminded City Council we are not the first city to consider this.
We use a lot of water in Spokane. We use 202 gallons per person per day, which is in the 97th percentile, meaning 97% of the rest of the country uses less water than we do.
Please, for the sake of my generation and those who come after us, pass this ordinance to ensure we have a future in the city of Spokane.
We live in Spokane because of the water, okay? That's why a lot of us come here, is because of the water. Okay, and I urge you not to approve this by any stretch of the imagination.
Quite a few people had concerns about turning neighbors against neighbors, wanting to incentivize rather than criminalize, and also saying that during a time when we're all recovering from the pandemic, the last thing that we need is more rules to follow. Now, this wouldn't go into effect for 2 years. There will be exemptions for those with personal and community gardens and trees and newly planted landscapes as well. Spokane Parks and Recreation uses about 3 to 4% of all water in Spokane, and they would be subject to the law. Reporting in studio, Emily Bloom, 4 News Now.